Welcome.
Welcome
Hi,
back.
hi. Premier League is
Welcome
back.
back to another episode of Total Football, episode 8. Before I begin, I just have two words for all of you, for all my haters out there. Kobe Mainu.
Wow. What a goal. What a goal in the 97th minute. I think deserving. I think Fergie time winner. Great goal.
It's been long since a Fergie winner, so good to see that. Anyways,
Yeah.
moving on to what we'll be talking about. Today we'll be talking about the preview of the coming week, which will start in about 3-4 hours, and we'll also talk about the review of the last game week. Right, exciting week. Most of the results were where as expected. I think apart from the Luton Brighton game, which we'll talk about that further, but apart from that, I think most of the games were of the same. Till
Yeah,
top
that's true.
check league table till top of four. Sachin is saying check league table.
Check
Yeah.
league table. Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah, league
so
table. The top four race is on. I think Liverpool having the healthy lead, 5 point lead, right? And then after that, the two, three, four, five are really playing it out. Arsenal, Spurs, um, and
City,
then
City,
City and uh, Castle,
Newcastle,
not Castle, not
Aston Villa,
Castle.
Aston
Villa,
Villa,
Villa, Villa who lost. Villa who
who
lost to Castle.
lost the Castle. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
Anyway, Anand, so we'll start off with the review of the previous week. I think if you can just go over to the fixtures, we can just discuss that, and then post that we'll talk about the we'll just talk about the preview and also the our predictions for the game week.
Sure. I think yes, exciting game week last week. First, a comeback win for us after a kind of a 4 games, a shaky, Christmas and having Boxing Day loss and all those things. So we beat Arsenal beating Nottingham Forest 2-1.
Right.
And then a final, late goal from Nottingham Forest, but I felt it was clinical from Arsenal. They kept the ball, and then they just were clinical. That's what I can say. What do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, as expected, I think Arsenal were the clear favorites moving on, and I think good. I think with Arsenal, what I've seen in the recent times is defensively they've not been able to keep clean sheets. I don't know if you have noticed
Yeah,
as
yeah,
as much as they were doing. So when their strikers are not performing defense, at least last season they were able to keep a lot of clean sheets. So I think this season the number of clean sheets is reduced. The strikers are coming back into form. Saka is always Saka. I think he scored also this week, or he assisted this week.
yeah.
So yeah, I think
I think
Sachin
it's
sitting there.
correct. Defensively, I think the center backs of Saliba and Gabriel are solid. But for Zinchenko and White, they're playing much more up, trying to create much more chances, and that's where we are. They are getting caught off in the counter and sometimes getting hit on set pieces as well.
Right.
So yeah, moving ahead, I think Fulham Everton is a stalemate,
Stalemate.
nil-nil draw. I think Everton they were actually playing pretty good, but in the end, I think it was a nil-nil draw. What do you
Right.
feel?
I think both teams got good chances. I think Everton had the better chances. To be honest, I think Everton had the better chances. They could have nicked the game. It'd have been good for them. I think, unfortunately for them, they're back to the relegation zone. I think they're 18th now. They're back into the relegation zone. So yeah, let's see. And yeah, like Surya is rightly telling, Broja is coming for Fulham. Adam
Yes.
Broja from sorry, Arman Broja from Chelsea for Fulham have signed him. So good signing, goal threat. So yeah,
No, I
he's
think
somebody like Mitrovic, but let's see if he's as effective as Mitrovic.
Chelsea are just losing out on a proper number nine. That's what I would say because they haven't no the, proper number nine in the sense they haven't given him enough chances. It's just 2 games that he plays and then he's out of the squad. Cole Palmer is playing center forward for Chelsea. Cole Palmer is not a center forward, even though he scored in the last 2 weeks. we saw against this week and last week against Liverpool what happened.
Yeah.
So yes, I think it's a great signing coming back. I think great signing for Fulham. Let's see, youngster, a lot of potential. Broja. Actually, Broja is rated in one of the top 15 youngsters with the highest potentials. That's what Telegraph and all has rating him. So let's see what
I don't know. I don't know. Anand. He was injury prone at Chelsea. I don't know how he'll perform. But of course, like you mentioned, I think game time was a huge aspect. He didn't get
Yeah,
the right
exactly.
amount of game time, so you can't really judge a player. He was injured as well, so probably we'll see if they can, see if he can perform well at Fulham.
Yes.
Farmer and McTominay
Yeah,
doing psychology.
yeah. McTominay always in the score line, right? Oh my God. And then
We need a goal. We bring back McTominay. He was actually
McTominay.
brought in
Yes.
as a defensive setup, to a leading 2-1 and then made it 3-1.
Great, great.
Anyway,
Yeah, I
great
think
stuff.
the upset. I think the upset of the last week was Luton Brighton.
Yes.
Luton 4-0 against Brighton. They just
Yeah.
took them to task. What do you think? I didn't watch the game. I watched the highlights definitely, but what a
I
game!
saw the highlights. So that's always been the case with Brighton. No, when they lose big. It's not
Yeah,
like it's not like they lose only against like big teams. They edge 2-1. They might win 2-1 or they might lose 2-1. But sometimes they lose and it's always like a 3-0 loss or a 4-0 loss. So they tend to lose big. That's mostly because of how they're set up under De Zerbi. They're more attacking. They're more attack minded, which which I think teams have kind of are are adapting to them. I think teams have started counter-attacking against them more, which they're able to score. Of course, they created a lot of chances as well.
they
They could
created.
have
Yeah,
won.
exactly. That's what I was
They,
coming to. They created a lot of chances, but Luton were clinical. Actually,
yeah,
they defended well. Set pieces were good. I think Luton deserving winners on the day.
yeah.
Actually,
I
yeah.
think that's differentiated. No, Luton took their chances and Brighton didn't.
Yes,
Probably
yes,
if Brighton had taken their chances, it could have honestly it could have been 4-4 if Brighton had taken their chances because that's
yeah.
the number of chances that Brighton created. So it is not like Brighton were hammered, but the scoreline says that. But I think uh, you know I didn't say. Wait, sorry to interrupt. I didn't say sell McTominay. I don't remember at least.
Wha- you can never sell McTominay now. I think he's the one who's getting you the goals. Leave alone Casemiro. It's McTominay. Even if he comes off the bench, he's going to get you a goal. That's McTominay
Anyway,
for you.
coming back to Luton Brighton,
Forget about
yeah,
him.
it
I
could
think
have been 4-4 on a good day for Brighton. I think their strikers would have scored probably 4-4 would have been 4-4.
true, true.
But
Next
great
game, I
result.
think
Luton
Palace.
for Luton is great result, right?
Yeah,
Four
yeah.
goals victory.
Luton is a great. Yeah, yeah. Definitely for Luton, it's a great result. And then moving on, Palace beating Sheffield. Three great goals from two from Eze and one from Olise. These two guys, after Saha's went, I think these two guys are carrying the Palace
Stepped up.
squad. Yeah, they've stepped up and really carrying the squad. I think last season Eze was mostly injured, but then this season he has come back, and pairing of Olise and Eze are really working out for Palace,
Good. I think the
right?
amount of confidence both of them bring, no, and it's like very good to watch, and it's like they have the flair of Zaha. They have Zaha's flair, right? They're like both of them are left footers and they have the flair. So and it's somewhat linked well. Honestly, it's only those two up front for them. They're playing as wingers. They're playing a winger and number 10 role. They're not even center forwards, and they're trying to get. I think Eze is a number. Eze is playing as forward, but
Yeah.
yeah. I think Olise has been a huge step up for them, performing really well.
True. Eze is playing. Actually, Eze is playing number 10. Mateta is playing forward,
Madrid is
but
playing forward.
Olise is playing on the wing. But yes, I think they're really turning it around for Palace.
Also,
And then
a very good question. Sorry to interrupt. A very good question by
yeah,
Sachin. End of the road for Pochettino. What do you think?
maybe I don't know. Maybe another 2 3 games. They have to see. I think, and then it'll be Todd Bowley sack Pochettino again. Another sack
Honestly,
coming.
I think
That's
they
the
should.
key.
Yeah, I think they should back him till the end of the season. So, I think they should genuinely back Poch till the end of the season because they've spent a lot of money, right? And for any manager, it's very hard to, I mean, to bring 20 new guys into the club, right? A lot of new guys into the club, and to make 8 9 changes to the starting lineup that played last season is of course hard. But of course, you would want to expect you would want Chelsea to as Chelsea as a club you would want them to give up put up a better show. We saw that against Liverpool. It is a honestly it is a shambolic performance.
It was
They
shambolic.
were clueless.
We'll talk about it. It was
Yeah,
shambolic from Chelsea, literally. And then see, now they've sold Broja. I don't know. Nkuku can play number nine. I'm not that sure in the league. Who else is there? There's no proper striker for them. Mudrik is
Jackson,
got his chances. He's not playing. Stepping up.
Jackson,
You don't know.
Neil
And
Jackson.
then yeah, and then I think this was an upset last week because Aston Villa are playing really well, and then at home they lost to Castle, right? So what do you think? I watched the game. I watched the game. It was a superb game from Newcastle. They hit them on the counter. They just took those chances, really.
Right. I think I think Newcastle did what Aston Villa have been doing throughout the season. I think they hit Villa on the counter. So I
Yeah,
think Villa got the taste of their own medicine.
yeah,
So great. I think right now everything's the. I think apart from top two or top three, I think the fight for 4 5 6 7 8 9. I think that's coming out really well now. It's coming out really well. The fight for the fourth Champions League spot is really coming out well. I still feel 1 2 3 is kind of settled for me. I still feel either City, Liverpool, or Arsenal will win the league, and I think
hopefully.
it's for 4 5 6 7 8. That's my the thing, right? And I think Newcastle is coming back into their stride. Villa have been doing well. Spurs, we have not spoken a lot about Spurs. Spurs have been doing extremely well
Extremely well,
against,
extremely well. I think
right?
43
And they're
points.
missing their talisman, and they're missing their talisman Spawn. Not to forget they're missing Son, right? Without Son as well,
Exactly.
they're doing really well.
Yeah, they've stepped up.
So
I think Brennan Johnson stepping up. We'll talk about it. But
yeah,
let's go to the Man City game again. Clinical Man City, 3-1 against Burnley. ESP's Alvarez 2 goals, and then
yeah,
I think 2 goals, right? 2 goals from Alvarez and 1 goal from Rodri. Yeah,
right.
so clean sweep from Man City, and then Haaland is also
Before we
coming
go,
back.
yeah, Haaland's coming back. That's my description today. Haaland is back. So
Yeah,
the thing was, every time De Bruyne is playing, you see something magical from him, right? I mean, of course, it is a set piece routine out of the training ground. If you saw second goal of Alvarez, but to
magical,
execute that
magical.
pass, is not. It's beautiful. 7 out of 7, 7 goals. Great to see Alvarez. I think the loan move him coming back from River Plate has helped him a lot. And once the World Cup has, of course,
Yeah,
boosted his
World Cup.
confidence even more.
I think yes, exactly. That you
He's
rightly
become
said.
a
I think
he's
World Cup's
become a world
confidence.
class finisher. I think his finishing has gone up a notch, and I think that's like City now have two clinical finishers, two top class clinical finishers who can score, get them goals. And when you have people like Bernardo Silva, Foden, Kevin De Bruyne playing behind these guys, right? It's scary. It's really scary to see when two informed top class strikers perform. So
Yeah.
and of course Haaland played 20 minutes. He could have had a couple of goals. Honestly, he could have had a couple of goals
I mean,
himself.
it's so harsh, right? Now Haaland is going to be back, and then Alvarez is going to get benched, I think. But
Right.
Alvarez really, as you said, he's picked up the confidence from the World Cup, and he's been clinical. I mean, he's been clinical, and also not only the set piece pass was superb, but even the third goal also the
Yeah.
through ball from De Bruyne again
De
to
Bruyne.
release Foden.
Not
I think
Foden,
really,
yeah.
I think De Bruyne is once he's just come back and hit the league running. I mean,
Yeah,
seriously,
I
world
mean,
class.
world class. I mean, it is so easy for him like to just switch out for 3 months. He's back on, and then the game is back. 2 goals, 1 assist. Then the next game again 2 assists. So it just shows his class. Really shows his class, right?
Terrific, terrific. Yeah. So let's move on. Let's move on to Tottenham Brentford again. Great win for Tottenham. They were.
2-1, right? If I'm
I
not
thought
wrong.
I thought it would be a draw. I was watching the game. I thought it would be a draw, but Tottenham
3-2.
held the nerve and the 3-2 they won. So great game. I think they won it.
Udogi scored. Udogi and Richarlison scored, right?
Udogi, Richarlison, yeah, Richarlison scored for Tottenham, and then even Tony has scored back to back after his comeback. Tony just keeps scoring.
Arsenal link. I thought
Yeah,
Arsenal would go for Inventory. I thought they'll get him in January. What happened?
yeah, really, I thought he'll get him in January, but I saw that Brentford has a release clause of 100 million for Ivan Tony, and I don't think we are going to pay 100 million for Ivan Tony and get him.
I think
So,
it's ridiculous the amount of price play. I mean, players are getting quoted right now. 100 million for I don't know.
eh,
But
yeah, 100,
yeah,
110 million is what who's that? The manager said that he is worth, right? He is worth that money, and remember, he's coming back from after what? After 1.5 years.
yeah.
Yeah. So still the market value for Ivan Tony is there for 100 million. So
And
never know.
yeah. I don't know if he's worth 100 million, but the thing is, he's come back 2 games, 2 goals. He's doing
Brilliant.
that. He's getting goals. He's getting goals. At the end of the day, a striker is, a striker is defined by his goals, and 2 and 2 for Ivan Tony. So good work. And of course, coming back to Spurs, great win for them without Son again. Their talisman winning. They're keeping up their momentum going, fighting for the top four. So great to see Spurs also doing well under Portugal.
Right, right. Yeah, going on to the game of the week, the game of last week, 4-1. Liverpool just thrashing left, right, and center Chelsea. They were in shackles. I saw, I mean, see, Endo and Quesedo are playing in the midfield. I think those two are one of the best midfielders in the world right now. But they were really in shambolic. They were clueless. Literally, they were clueless. I don't know what the tactics
You saw
were.
that 18 or 19-year-old wing back, the amount of runs he
Right.
made, the
Yeah.
amount of runs he was. He was. I think Chilwell. Honestly, I think Chilwell wouldn't have slept that night. I saw the game. Every time he got the ball, Chilwell was under pressure. Every time, I think Brad Cooper was his name. Every time that guy got the ball, he beat him 1v1. Every 1-on-1 he beat him, and he got 2 assists as well. Honestly, they could have scored 7 or 8. Nunez missed 3 sitters. He missed a penalty,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
one header
Exactly.
against the bar. Nunez could have scored 3 or 4 goals as well. So,
It would have been six or
and
seven. Yeah.
yeah,
Literally.
easily. Nkuku, good finish by Nkuku. The only chance, the only clear cut, I still feel Nkuku created the chance. The only decent chance that you know Chelsea created, and Chelsea scored in that chance. Nkuku scored. But again, coming back to Chelsea, I think like Sachin previously mentioned that he's talking about how he made the changes. He wanted the new set of players to come in, and he should be held responsible. Of course, I still feel he should be held responsible, but I think probably you can give him some more time. You can give him till the end because I think the season's so far done for Chelsea. I don't think they have anything to play for apart from Europa, which I don't think it doesn't even really matter Europa. Even if
And
United plays Europa, I don't think it really matters for United as well. So I think you
no, the
can give him till the end of the season to build upon.
yeah, I think. See, I think maybe Pochettino is he has come in and then he's got this squad and he has to experiment this squad in the middle of the season, right? He's playing, he's mixing up all the players, mixing up the wingers, and it's not working out. So once he finds that balance, maybe Pochettino is a good manager. We know that you know what he has done with Tottenham. Otherwise, he's taken Tottenham to the Champions League final. So he's not a bad manager in
He's
that,
not a bad manager.
in
But
that
the thing
regard.
concerned is Anand. The thing I was talking about is does it take does it take 22 weeks to find your best level? Is my only question. Does it take 22 weeks?
No, when you
So
have 38 players or even 40 players in the squad, I don't know how we are going to mix it up. And let's see. I think maybe this is the season.
I
Maybe
back him. Honestly, you know what? I do. Of course, being as a neutral. I mean, if from neutral perspective, you say I wouldn't want Chelsea to sack him. I still feel Chelsea should back him at least till the end of the season, right? And probably I still feel Chelsea will bounce back. Probably by the end of the season, the last couple of months will go in their favor. They would have sorted things out, and they would become a much better club by then.
yeah.
But again, but yeah, for Chelsea fans, I think it's very disappointing for Chelsea fans because I know a lot of them, and then most of them have been like, they're like, they don't know what
There,
to say.
and there's a lot of rant going on because you're on the video now for Man United rant. What's the similarity between Man United and Sleeping Plus? They're both useless in Europe. There's a
See,
lot of thing going on
I only
between.
have something to
Uh,
say to my haters. All my
there's
haters
a
out
lot of
there.
hate coming around.
It's okay.
Arvind,
It's
what
okay.
do you feel? There's a lot of hate
I'll
coming
take that
around
as a,
just
I'll
because
take that
Man
as a,
United are bouncing back.
I'll take that as a bright smile on my face. It's okay. I mean, uh, see, the funny thing is, Arsenal have been Arsenal have been down for 20 years, and suddenly only they've been picked up for 2 years, right? They've only picked up for 2 years,
Oh, yeah.
and so it's fine. I'll give that to you, and give that to you. I don't think United will require 20 years to bounce back. We've, I think we're 9 years down the drain now. Probably another 2 years we'll bounce back. I don't think we need 2 decades to come.
Oh,
So let's
like
Anyways, have you missed out on
anyways,
any game?
anyways, just let's move on. Let's move on to West Ham versus Bournemouth. 1-1 draw. West
One
Ham
one
actually a late equalizer. They would have
late
lost the
equalizer.
game. Yeah, Solanke scored. I think it was a penalty, right? It was a penalty goal
Yeah,
from West Ham. So there's a 1-1 draw, and it's
good
not a
result
good
for
result
Bournemouth.
for. It's not a good result for West Ham.
West Ham,
Maybe
but
because
good
they
result
should
for
have
Bournemouth.
won at home. Yeah, and then going to the last game of the week, the Fergie time winner. Oh my God. What's that guy? Mano is 19, 18. What is his age?
Uh,
I don't know.
the thing is right. Of course, I'm happy because we won the game, but deep down, shouldn't have bottled it. Shouldn't have bottled a 3-1 lead.
Almost bottled it. You almost bottled
Almost
it, you
bottled it.
guys.
Almost
Yeah.
bottled it. They were it towards the end. It was panic stations. Wolves have done really well after the first 5 weeks. They've bounced back. They've been playing amazing football, and it took us. It took us. I mean, we saw United were shaky. It's a thing that I need to accept. They were under a
I,
lot of pressure.
I think,
It is just a moment of brilliance
yeah.
by Mino. That's all. It is just a moment of brilliance. So, yeah. Honestly, it could have been 4-4 because Martinez made a goal line clearance in the end.
Yeah.
He made a goal line clearance in the end. So, as a result wise, very good result. I mean, the win, I think it's the result that lifts a team up. 97-minute winner. It's a result that
Truly.
boosts, gives the team more morale, gives the team more confidence to perform better and better. But I still feel winning comfortably would have meant much better to the team,
You
right?
actually United were comfortable till 60th minute or 55th,
Yeah.
60th minute. I don't know what
I think
happened. They suddenly switched off
the goal
and
went.
then
The goal
they
went.
conceded. Yeah.
The minute that Wolves scored, right? I think the home crowd also got behind them, and Wolves played good football. Last 30 minutes, I won't take anything away from Wolves. They played really good football. Uh,
But that
Neto's
goal
goal.
clearance from Martinez, I think Martinez is the guy, man, for you in centre back. That guy is
Yeah.
only 5'5", 5'7". I don't know. He's just throwing his body everywhere. That was a great save for Martinez.
Did you see Neto's goal? Did you see Neto's goal
I
again
saw
coming back
Antonio.
to?
Yeah.
Do you think, from my perspective as a goalkeeper, from my perspective, I felt I felt it could have it was I still felt Onana could have been in a better position.
No, I
Honestly,
think
it could have been
Onana thought he would hit it to his far post, but then he
far post.
hit it to the
It
near
could have
post.
been in a better position. The only thing is that probably it went between his legs. So anything between the defender's legs is hard to say. But I still feel he could have positioned himself much better. Is what I feel, right?
I think
So yeah.
Onana's
Anyway,
what I feel is Onana's played a lot of five-a-side and seven-a-side games growing up, and he doesn't know how to keep level-side. It's a big goal. He cannot walk around passing the ball like that.
no,
He'll just get
but
conceded. That's what I
no,
feel.
but Onana's mindset is great. I know his mind. He's a top
What's the
guy.
point of being? What's the point of having that mindset? But
He'll come
you're
back. He'll
conceding
bounce back.
big
I
goals.
will back him. I will back him. I understand. I mean, I have given him a lot of. I have given him shit. I know, but on the hindsight, I do back him as well. I do back Onana as a goalkeeper. I still feel he's our number one. He will definitely bounce back. I think even De Gea in his first season was very shaky. I think Onana is also very shaky, and I think top goalkeepers like Onana, goalkeeper of Champions League goalkeeper of the year last season. So you can't. It's not simply that he's goalkeeper of the year for Champions League, right? So I still back him. The Premier League is a new league for him. next season, definitely, Anand, mark my words. You can record this if
The
you want
defense
to.
was good,
Next
bro.
season,
Defense was
Banana
good. The
will
Champions
prove,
League goal.
will prove your words.
Ajax defense was good, bro.
Hey, come on, playing for a club like Ajax and goalkeeper of the year, best goalkeeper in Champions League. So I think it's not something easy. So yeah, let's see.
Yeah. Yeah, going on to this week again, an exciting week, a week where Sachu, I think in the comments mentioned Feb 4th will decide Arsenal title race. So I'll start off. We'll
Liverpool,
start off with that game only. Okay,
yeah.
Arsenal versus Liverpool at the Emirates. A huge game for Arsenal. A 5 point gap between the first and the third place. What do you feel? I think I'll take your words first. What do you feel? What do you
Uh,
think the game will span out to be? How will it be? And what
in
is
terms,
what is the prediction?
yeah. I think Arsenal will nick it for me because it's at their home ground. The only
How?
major miss that I feel for Liverpool is that their big match player Salah, wait, I think Salah is back for tomorrow if I'm not wrong. No, he's injured.
Salah,
I don't
he's
think Salah is
injured.
playing
He's
tomorrow.
getting he's injured. He's still not back. Yeah,
He's still not back. So the only
yeah.
thing I think for a big game, Salah always turns up for Liverpool. Salah is a big match player. We have
And
seen that
against Arsenal, he always turns
he
up.
always turns up. So for me, the point of difference, but you cannot write Liverpool off, right? And especially after Klopp's emotional goodbye, they'll be even more motivated. They'll be even more motivated. It'll be a goal scoring. It will be goals, goals, goals. I don't think it'll be a statement. I don't think it'll be a one goal each game. I think both teams will score a couple of goals. Probably, I'll say because it's at Arsenal, because it's at Anfield. Sorry, it's at Emirates.
Yes.
I'll give Arsenal an edge. Probably 3-2 Arsenal. I think it'll be an exciting game to watch. Probably will be the game of the week throughout. Probably all the leagues in all the leagues in the world. So my prediction will be yeah, Jota is definitely a threat. He's a goal
Huge threat.
scorer.
Huge threat.
Goal scorer. Diaz played came back and scored. Nunez, Anand, I'll tell you what.
Nunes is playing well.
Nunez might have a low conversion rate, but the amount of chances he's getting, right? You're bound to score. You're bound to score at one point, at some point, right? Because every game he has like 2, 3 clear-cut chances, and even if he takes 1 out of 4 or 2 out of 4, that's still 2 goals for the club. So the amount of chances he's able to create, I mean, Arsenal's defense will have a lot of work to do against Nunez, Jota, definitely. And I think Cooper will start. I think the kid will start. Cooper will start over
Yeah,
Alexander Arnold. I think
Cooper will start.
because of last week's performance. So, and for Arsenal, I think the same 11 will play for Arsenal. I don't think any major changes for Arsenal. I think Odegaard Odegaard, Saka, they will continue. Is Jesus fit or how is it?
Yeah, Jesus fit. I think Jesus will play number 9. I think Odegaard, Saka, and Martinelli, and then Declan Rice definitely in the
Yeah.
midfield. So yeah, truly, I think this is
What's your take? I want to know your take on Arsenal. How do you think they'll? Do you think Arsenal
see,
should sit
we
back
lost
against?
already. We lost once to them. This time, we know what they did. They hit us on the counter. We had a lot of possession in that game. We were controlling the game, but again, the pace of the front three of Liverpool, that is the major problem for most of the teams. All the teams in the league now. So that needs to be sorted out. And if that is sorted out, I think it's going to be a goals galore. Like you said, I agree with you. uh, I think Party is back. Party is in the bench, so that's a boost for us. I feel this game Trossard has to start ahead of Martinelli because you need to give the experience. You need to have this experience in these games. And Trossard can hit it from a range. That's the catch about Trossard for me. Martinelli is a great dribbler. He can dribble and can pass the ball, but Trossard can hit it. Even those half chances, he can still work the keeper. That's what I like about Trossard. He's been always coming in the second half for us, but I feel Trossard might start ahead of Martinelli in this game. And yes, even I feel it'll be 3-2, 3-2 for Arsenal. As an Arsenal fan, come on, this is a title. Do you think this is the title game for Arsenal? If they are going to
Yeah,
win
yeah.
this, they
I
still
think
on the on the are on the race.
uh, honestly, you can say it's a title game for Arsenal because I know Liverpool as a club and I know City as a club don't tend to slip up, don't tend to slip. I think their best phase comes towards the end of the league always. Liverpool and
right?
City don't, the past experience have shown that they don't tend to slip. The last 10, 12 games, it's just win, 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 win. So I think the best way to catch them is during Jan, Feb, because there are more number of games. Of course, December they Liverpool pulled away, but I think if Arsenal lose this game, I think the lead will extend to 8 points, and I think
Could be TV.
I think
Yeah.
then I think if Arsenal lose, you can settle yourself at third or fourth. I don't think there's a chance for you to hit the top two. But again, I might be wrong. It might be too early for me as well to say. Because the only reason why is that teams like Spurs are playing well. Teams like Villa are playing well. Teams like Newcastle are coming back, right? So they can always, of course, I'll still say United. United
United
will.
are coming back. Yeah,
United,
yeah, yeah.
United is still a big club. So there's always chance for an upset against Liverpool or a City, but the chances are it's really low. So I think it's a title decider for Arsenal. In the
Okay.
race, uh, maybe 70-75% I would say if Arsenal no, I wouldn't say bottle if Arsenal lose this game. I think it's almost done in the title race. A
Okay.
draw would be a good result for Liverpool, but I think they'll go for the win. I think Liverpool will
Liverpool,
go
knowing Liverpool, I think they'll just go for the win.
they'll go for
They
the
are
win.
not going
I
to
think
go
Arsenal should
anything
be very
down.
positive with their mindset. I don't think they should sit back. I think they should start controlling the game from the go. I think they should start with a more positive intent because knowing Liverpool, I know the first 10 minutes of Liverpool, they will come at you. I think the first 20 minutes of the game will be very crucial for me.
Yeah, true. Okay, that's the big game of the week, guys. So both of us have predicted 3-2 to Arsenal. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Moving on to United against West Ham. Crucial game for United. Getting into winning ways. So I think United. There's no problem for them. In the offensive areas and even kind of the midfield. Also, Casemiro is back. He still controls the midfield along with Bruno Fernandes. Only worry is the back four. Little bit shaky, especially against pacey teams, right? Which has a lot of counter-attacking football.
Yeah.
And West Ham are really good with Bowen, Kudus. They can really trouble you in those end moments. But I would say they'll still nick it. I think it's going to be 2-1 United for me.
Yeah. I'll stick to that. I still feel, I think United will. Mm, uh,
You
I'll go
don't know
2-2. I'll go
two
2-2.
two. Oh
I'll
God!
go 2-2.
An Arsenal fan is predicting 2-1 United, and then
I'll go 2-2.
the
I'll go 2-2.
United
No,
fan is
honestly, I mean,
2-2. Honestly,
no bias. I don't want to be biased. I, I feel it'll be a tough game
you
for
can
United. I think it'll be a
be.
tough game for
Yeah.
United.
Okay.
West Ham have always been a trouble for United in the last 2-3 years, and like you rightly mentioned, quick players have always been. I mean, for any defender, quickness is always. I mean, any fast forward has always been a trouble. But I think West Ham are playing good football, so I'd say. I mean, my
And and
emotion.
uh, and uh, Calvin Phillips he's signed for West Ham and he played the last game also. So that solidifies Ward Prowse with Phillips and
The problem is, I'll
Keita.
tell
I
you,
mean,
every time Watford plays against United, he scores a free kick.
he scored a free kick, and let's see
I
another
swear, I can just
horrific
visualize it
mistake from
happening.
Onana.
Yeah, I can just visualize it happening that 35 yards, Watford free kick going in. It's like I'll say I don't think I honestly I don't believe United will keep a clean sheet. I think that's a shot for me. I think West Ham will score. If we keep a clean sheet, then very lucky. I wouldn't say top one. We would be very lucky. But 2-2. My prediction is 2-2.
Yeah. Okay,
Of course, I
let's
think
move
lucky
on
will
to
win.
yeah. Let's move on. Let's move on to another game. I think Chelsea versus Wolves. This is a tricky game for Chelsea, definitely.
It's
Uh,
Stamford Bridge, no?
yeah, it's at Stamford Bridge. Yeah, it's a very tricky game for Chelsea. I think they will not win this game. Either it's going to be a draw or a win for Wolves. I'll go 2-1 Wolves. What do you
Even
say?
I'll go to one Wolves. Even I'll go to one Wolves. I think Wolves will be a will be a little
Good
distraught
spread.
after their
Yeah.
90 after their loss against United. But the set of quality that they have up front, they're showing more quality up front than Chelsea. the amount of goals that they're scoring with Cunha and Neto, they are getting a lot of goals. Uh, so I
Cunha
think
is
I'll go with 2-1
fantastic.
well. Yeah.
Cunha is fantastic, right? That guy, the way he carries the ball, not only as a number nine, the way he carries the ball from midfield, and I'm really impressed with Cunha. I wish Arsenal just keep an eye on him on Cunha as well. So anyway, I'm just saying, they are going to trouble Chelsea, and it's going to be 2-1. That's what we both feel.
Yeah.
Going to another game, Bournemouth against Nottingham Forest. I think it's going to be a straight win for Bournemouth. 2-0 win for Bournemouth. That's what I feel.
Yeah, likewise. Probably Nottingham might score 2-1 or 3-1 for Bournemouth for me as well. Probably 3-1. I'll give 3-1. It's at home for Bournemouth. Bournemouth have been playing good football. I think you can expect another brace from Solanke. I don't have him in my. I don't have him in my FPL.
I definitely have him in my FPL. I just want Solanke to keep scoring. Comment
Funny
below,
thing,
guys.
I think we both put Alvarez as our captain last week. It worked out well.
Worked out well. Yeah.
Now a surprise this week on who my captain is.
Oh God.
We had a surprising move.
Don't tell me you put Mino in. Okay. Okay, moving
No,
on. I think another game, Brentford playing at home to against City. It's going to be a tough game. I think Brentford they take their chances, especially Tony has come back and they are good, in the
hard to
box.
beat them at home.
So
Hard to
hard to
beat them
beat
at
them at home. It's even though City being City, but still it's hard to beat them at home. I would say I actually want this to be a draw, so that the table is disturbed. But I would say 2-1, 2-1 or 3-1 City.
Yeah, probably three. Probably I'll go 2. I'll go probably 2 or 3. You never know. Haaland is back. Haaland might just turn up and score a hat trick. So
So
bring back
that
Haaland.
means
Bring back Haaland.
you put Haaland. That means you
Yeah,
put Haaland in the team. Yeah.
Haaland is back. Haaland is
Oh
back.
God.
Haaland is back.
Great.
Uh, Probably three
Okay.
goals, three or 4-1 for me for City. I think City are just with De Bruyne back. They're just elevated their game to another level now. I'm just waiting for the next City Liverpool game. I think it'll be the game of the season or game of the season for me throughout all the leagues for me. I think those two are the best teams in the world right now. I don't think
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. I second
I
your
think
thought.
City and Liverpool are the best teams in the world right now. Um, so I don't think any team is going to give them any competition.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably a 4-1 victory for me for City.
Okay. Let's go on. Sheffield at home to Aston Villa. Tricky game for Aston Villa. Always, traveling to these minnow sides, small sides, it's not going to be easy. Actually, at this phase of the season, Villa
Yeah.
are going to play Europa as well, and they have a lot of other games. I think it'll be a draw. I feel it's going to be a 1-1 draw. Aston Villa will drop points again. That's what I feel.
I might, I think I trust Villa. I think they have been playing good football. I'll give them a win. I think they'll bounce back from their defeat uh, against Newcastle. I think they will turn out to be. The game will be much better for them. Probably 2-1. I'll go 2-1 Villa. I think. I don't think they'll keep a clean sheet. They will score. Brent, sorry. Sheffield will
Sheffield.
score.
Yeah.
Sheffield will score. But yeah, I think Aston Villa will win the game 2-1. Probably 2-0, and then later on in the game, Sheffield will score.
Okay. So next game is Castle against Luton. Castle at St James's Park. What do you feel? What do you
4-0.
how 4-0 straight
4-0.
away.
4-0 Castle.
Almiron, Isaac. I know you put one of those guys in the squad. Right.
Anthony Gordon.
Anthony Gordon, yes.
Anthony Gordon.
Do you think
What?
Luton will capitalize on their last game week result? Do you think they'll compete, or is it going to be like
It'll be
one way
hard for.
traffic?
It'll
One
be
way
hard
traffic.
for. I think Luton will play to their. I think Luton will sit back. Of course, Luton will sit back. Newcastle will dominate the game. Probably, I think games like these for more. I think the best way to, for me, I think personally for me the best way to win such games for clubs like Luton is to hold till 75. Try not to concede till the 75, 80th minute, and in the last minute try to sneak a winner. Right? That's how I look at it. But again, it'll be very hard for teams to hold Castle, especially them. over the last 1.5 years, they've been playing very good football, and
Right.
they are coming back into good form as well. I think an away win at Villa have given them a huge boost, an away
Huge
win.
boost. Huge boost. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a huge boost
So,
for them.
so I think Newcastle will have it easy against Luton. I think a 4-0 win should be okay. Maybe 4-1. Newcastle tend to concede, so 4-1 maybe 4-1.
I would say they would fight. They will fight, and Luton will give it a fight. But yes, I think it'll be either 2-1 or I would say 3-1. 3-1 for Newcastle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And next game is Burnley Fulham at Burnley at Turf Moor. Tricky game. I think I'm not sure. This is going to be a draw for me. It's going to be 1-1 or 2-2 draw. That's what I feel it's going to be.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think
Broja might start right away for Fulham, considering they don't have the number 9. And Burnley definitely, I think they are very difficult to beat at top four. If and they might they might get a win also. I would say,
yeah, they might.
but considering Fulham is a counter-attacking team, they still even if they are not in the game, those chances they take it. So that's the
Take
reason
it.
I would say 2-2, 2-2 Burnley, 2-2 this game.
I'll probably say 1-1, maybe 1-1. I don't think Burnley will score 2 goals. Probably 1-1. I'll say 1-1. Yeah, I'll go with 1-1. I was looking at 2-1 Fulham, but probably yeah 1-1 Burnley would be.
Okay,
I think fair
okay.
result would be for me 1-1.
Another game is an exciting game, a beautiful game. Brighton against Palace at Brighton.
Yeah.
What do you feel? I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be goals galore again.
It's going to
A
be
lot
goals
of
galore.
attacking. Yeah. What do you think?
Uh,
Brighton will win it
Outside, I
or
would say
Palace?
Brighton will win. I think Brighton will win 4-2. I
Wow.
think Brighton 4-2. Like it said, goals will be good. Both teams can't defend. Let's be honest. Both teams can't defend. Both teams play an attacking game. Uh,
Yeah.
Palace are solely dependent on Olise and Eze. Sometimes I feel they're over dependent on those two, Olise and Eze. Mateta here and there scoring a couple of goals, but uh, but yeah, Brighton will definitely bounce back. I don't think Brighton will sit back. They will tend to push forward. They will play their game. Uh, I think 4 goals. They will pounce upon a few goals.
The thing about Roy Hodgson, right? He gets those those exciting talents in the team. Those three players or a kind of two players or three players. The rest of the squad is a proper drilled squad, right? You can say Slop, okay? You can say Anderson. You can say Nathaniel Klein. You can say Mateta. Or these guys are just this guy who's that guy Ayu, right? So all these guys are proper drilled players who defend. They are matured players. That's how always the setup has been for Roy Hodgson, right? And then with these players, he mixes those exciting talents, one or two guys who wants to go and explode. So I think it's a great game to watch. Uh, I would say it'll be 3-3. Brighton Crystal Palace is going to be 3-3. Yeah. It's going to be a great game. I'm looking forward to watching this game. It's going to be 3-3. The last game of the week, Everton at home to at Goodison Park to Tottenham Hotspurs. What do you feel? Tottenham are shy. Tottenham has to lose. This is coming from an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, I think Everton will upset them. I feel Everton will win. I think Everton will win 2-1 for me.
Oh yeah.
Everton are good football. They're bound to score a couple of goals there. They should have scored last game as well. Uh, Probably you might get a brace from Dominic Calvert-Lewin this time out. They're playing good football. Spurs are playing good football too. Spurs are really playing good football too. But I think they might slip up this week. Everton are playing good football. I think that Spurs will slip up this.
Just to add on, right? Where do you think Spurs have actually raised the bar coming from last season? We have seen Spurs play this season. They've actually playing
They're attacking team.
fearless football. Fearless football, I would say.
Fearless
They
football.
are not.
Fearless football.
Yeah. So
So
that is
last
what have they changed? What have they changed? The mindset is changed. I
their
don't know.
mindset on the way especially both their wing backs are playing, especially on both their wing backs, right? if you saw last season, they were solely dependent on Son and Kane to score. Over the
Exactly.
last
Yeah.
year, it has been Son to Kane, Kane to Son. That's how they're getting majority of the goals. 25, 30 goals or 35 goals for Spurs has been done between these two. But now you
Exactly.
see people like Pedro Porro coming and
Udogi and
scoring,
Bro were
Udogi
really,
scoring goals,
yeah,
Porro scoring goals, Kulusevski scoring goals, Richarlison now getting in the mix of scoring goals, Brennan
all the
Johnson
players.
scoring, Brennan Johnson. So their wing has really stepped up their wing play. So and
So
like you said, they're playing fearless football.
exactly,
They're not worrying about conceding a lot of goals because they're able to score three
exactly.
four goals every game.
Exactly. That's what I think is changed for them. The mindset has changed. Really, the manager has changed the mindset, and like you rightly said, even I noticed the both the the fullbacks, which traditionally Spurs were not a fullback team. Definitely, the what Asu Akoto was there back then was was a good fullback, but the fullbacks used to not carry them forward, right? But really, those guys have switched in. They come in the middle and play. Pedro Porro really is a great passer of the ball. So he comes in
Great.
the middle and plays those 1-2. So that's what has changed for Spurs. I would say Spurs will win this. I don't think Everton will win this. I'll say 2-0
Yeah,
Spurs. 2-0
2-0
Spurs.
Spurs. I
Yeah.
think Everton will edge it for me. I think this is the only fixture where we have a difference of opinion, right? I think this is the only fixture
Right.
where we have a difference of opinion. Probably, of course, the United game as well. But yeah,
Yeah.
I somewhere feel my gut is saying Everton will nick this.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's
Considering
see.
the way Spurs is playing, I think it'll be 2-0 Spurs. That's what I feel. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway, it's going to be a great game week.
I think
Hope
we have goals,
there are
a lot of goals this week, right? We're talking about a lot of goals this week. I think, and
might be some goals of the week also, goals of the season also. You never know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think obviously the pick of the game will be Arsenal versus Liverpool. Uh, we should probably, if there's a chance, we should probably do
Watch
you
along.
know, long for the last 5 to 6 minutes if it's an exciting game.
Sure.
So let's see how it goes, Anand. Anything else you want to end the note on anything else, Anand?
That's it. I think waiting for it to start in the next 2 to 3 hours. Premier League is back and exciting week to see.
Right.
We'll wrap it up here. Yeah.
We'll wrap it up. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Once again, please do like, share, and subscribe. Do follow us. We do give out weekly content on football and cricket. Uh, but yeah, mostly majoritively on the football and cricket and nothing more than that. Anything
Yeah.
that you guys want to tell us on how we can better our videos, please drop in the comment section. And finally, like, share, and subscribe. And let's go fundamentals.
Fundamentals. Thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you.